Hello everyone, I'm Keely and this is Voice of a Creative, and today I'm here to show you my November makes. So I made just 5 things in November, 4 things for me and 1 t-shirt for my husband, which I don't actually have with me because it's in the wash. I will show you the other things that I made. This is going to be my last video for a little while. I'm going in for my operation on Monday and then I'm going to take some time out over Christmas, and hopefully I'll be back in the new year with my reflections on the year video, which I really enjoy pulling together. So let's get on to my different makes. So my first make is this. This is the York Pinafore by Helen's Closet, and I had just under a metre of this cranberry cord left from a jacket I was making as a pattern test, and I wanted to use up the last bit of cord, so I quickly cut out the York Pinafore, which I've made before and I really like. It's quite simple to make and I feel like it's a really lovely addition to my wardrobe, and I do want a few more pinafore dresses to wear with all of the t-shirts that I've made, and so I went with this. So this is this beautiful cranberry cord which I got from Like So Amazing. And the York Pinafore is just a simple kind of low neck 2 pieces that get sewn together, and then you finish all the edges with bias binding. So I finished the edge inside here with a floral bias binding, which I've really got the hang of now, and the other side only has cranberry, but I just thought it would be a nice feature to have the floral at the front there. And then I also finished the hem with bias binding, which when I am wearing another make I will show you the insides. So let me stand up and show you. So here we are. So it dips quite low in the front here, the straps are thinner, and then my waist is here and it scoops down at the waist. I did have to use a slimmer seam allowance on the outside edge of this. So I just cut out the pattern that I had, but it was a little bit tighter on my hips and bum here. So I just sewed it with a 1 centimetre seam allowance instead of a 1.5 centimetre seam allowance to just give me that little bit of extra space. So I think it hangs really nicely. And then from the back, it's a higher neck at the back and then just comes down and round. But I think it's a really simple make, easy to put together. I didn't put any pockets on it because I prefer not to have pockets. I don't use them on a pinafore. I usually just have my handbag with me, so I don't necessarily use them. But I think it came together really nicely and it sewed up so quickly as well. So if you're looking for a pinafore that's quite a quick sew, then this is a really nice one to do. And I don't make any adjustments to the pattern. I just sewed it as it is and just changed the seam allowance on the side. So let me pop into the next make and then I will show you the insides of this one. So on the inside I put a Sewing Is My Self-Care label, which is from Pink Coat Club, and you can see how the bias binding has gone in on the inside, and then it's just got the cranberry. Then at the hem, I've got a thicker hem and I've got bias binding there as well, and I find that really helps with it not sticking to my tights as much. When it's just the cord on the inside, it sticks to my tights, but having this cotton seems to work really nicely, and it's easier to just fold up and sew that along. It looks really lovely and neat. So that is my first make. So my next make is this one. This is the Bertha cardigan by Tilly and the Buttons, and I did make a sew along video with this, which I will link above so you can go and watch that if you want to. Now I really love this sewing pattern. It's a really lovely relaxed fit cardigan, perfect for wearing around the house, which is what I've been doing with it, and I really wanted to make a marshmallow pastel colour one. So I got all of these French terries from Croftmill, and then I got the cuffin from the Maker's Merchant, and I just absolutely love it. It's so cute. It makes me so happy to see all of the marshmallowy colours. And I did finish it off here with a label from PaigeJoannax, Cute as a Daisy. And I just think that it's really cute. It's turned out so well. So let me just pop it on to show you what it looks like. So here we go. And I wouldn't necessarily wear it with this pinafore, but it's just what I was wearing before. So what I absolutely love about this is the colours. It's really lovely and snuggly and warm, but it is a slightly different look when making it with French terry rather than making it with a softer fabric, and I much prefer my Bertha cardigans that I've made in a softer fabric. So with this one, I love the sleeves and how it comes together, but the collar does irritate me slightly. So what I've been doing is folding the collar over at the top of the neck like this, and I might actually fold it over and just put a couple of stitches in to keep it down. Otherwise it feels that it comes a little bit too high up the neck, but I have been wearing it like this and I feel so happy and snuggly when I'm wearing it, and I think it looks really cute, and it's a different colour for me, which I'm quite liking to just mix it up a little bit. So I feel like this turned out really nicely. It is a slightly heavier weight, it's not as drapey, so it does look more boxy, but it's super cozy for wearing at home, and I think it's a really nice kind of statement piece cardigan as well. Mostly I wear it with jeans though, not necessarily pinafores. But that's that one. So pleased with it, but I just think I need to make that adjustment to the collar just because it is a little bit thicker because it's made out of French terry. So I've just swapped into jeans so you can see what it looks like. So these are skinny Levi jeans, and this is how I would kind of wear it. So with a patterned t-shirt, potentially not this one, but a patterned t-shirt with a simple pattern, or a plain block colour t-shirt, and then with this on top. And I just think it looks kind of like a bomber jacket type style, but it looks cute together, I think. So let me get changed into the next make. So this is my next make. So after making my cardigan, I had quite a lot of fabric left over, like different chunks, but not enough to make a whole garment out of one of the pieces. So I decided to make a colour block jumper, which I am so pleased with, and I will definitely be making more of these jumpers later on when I have scraps and remnants of different fabrics. So this is again the French terries from Croftmill. Again, I've used the blue cuffing from the Maker's Merchant, and this is the Stella hoodie pattern from Tilly and the Buttons stretch book, but I've done the neckline hack to make it a lower neckline, and I show you how to do that on my jersey necklines video, which I will link below and put a card in so you can see how I do that. I hack it to cut the neckline down and then add a neckband, because I like the style with the kind of drop shoulder. It's a really lovely relaxed fit, but I don't like a higher neckline because it does irritate my scar now. But also I wanted it to just feel a bit more open at the neck, which this now does. So I've blocked the different sections, and I am planning a video on colour blocking for the new year, but essentially I drew the pattern out, not on the fold but in the full, and then I folded it in different directions to create the different pieces, and then I just cut the sleeves out of the green fabric as well. So let me stand up and show you. So here we go with the jumper. Now I am really loving cozy and slightly looser fitting makes at the moment. My weight's fluctuating a little bit just due to my operation and then being at home and working from home. So these are perfect for me to wear, and I've made these sleeves a little bit longer. So that, I think they're just the length of the pattern, but it just means that it's extra cozy, and the cuffs come with it anyway. So we've got the green on the arms, and then this little panel here, and then the lavender across the top half here, and then the blue. And at the back, it's the same, but I did make a bit of a mistake. It was supposed to be the lavender that led on to lavender and the green that led on to green, but I didn't flip the pieces. But nobody else will know that, everyone else will think. I am quite pleased with the match at this side though. I managed to match the blue. I think, oh yeah, and it doesn't do it on this side, but my arm's there, so you don't know. So, love this jumper. Again, it's super happy. Love the pastel colours. I'm pleased with the colour blocking. I think it's in the right place. Now, I much prefer diagonal colour blocks than I do straight colour blocks. So I was thinking about a straight colour block, but it would come straight across my chest like this because of the size of the pieces, or it would come under my chest, and I just thought that would end up cutting me in half a little bit. Whereas this, going kind of this way, it just adds a nice visual feature, and then with the neckband as well added in. And then I added another outside label on this one, another PaigeJoannax one, which is so lovely. And I think it is so lovely. So that's my third make. So I will just pop on the final make. So this is my final make. This is actually the jumper that I showed you in my jersey necklines video. Again, is the Stella hoodie by Tilly and the Buttons, which I've hacked the neckline to make it into a sweater. I am loving this pattern at the moment. I do have a couple more planned just to bulk out my winter kind of wardrobe, especially being at home a bit more. This beautiful cozy colour sweatshirting is from Sew Me Sunshine. So it's got the mauve background with the little different colour dots. I love this sweatshirting. I think it's really cute, and I've got it in quite a few colours. And then the cuffing is again from the Maker's Merchant. So I bought a few colours of cuffing, but I am planning to kind of build up my stash of that, because I'm looking at some of my fabrics and go, oh, I haven't got a cuffing that goes with that. So I am going to buy a few more cuffing pieces too, just so I've got a variety. So this one was exactly the same. I cut the neckline down, I drafted a neckband and added it on. I thought the colour match with this was just good enough, and I'm pleased with it, to be honest. I don't think I would ever get a perfect match with this, so I think this was a really good choice. I'm glad I just went ahead with it. And this one is slightly different. So the cozy colour sweatshirting, they're fleecy on the inside, whereas the other one's a French terry. So this is a little bit thicker and therefore a little bit warmer than the French terry one, but it's super cozy and I'm going to get a lot of wear out of it. That's the inside. It's nice and fleecy. So let me stand up and show you. So again, the fit is the same. Now what I do like about this pattern is it does go in at the waist a little bit and then out at the hips again. Now with this pattern, I do grade from a 5 to a 6 at the hips, because my hips and bum are by far my widest point, and otherwise it would come in a little bit and then it bounces on my hips, which gets a bit annoying, but this actually flows down really nicely. The sleeves are attached the same length. This is the size sleeve that comes with the pattern, and then from the back as well. So it's got a nice thick hem on it, so I fold up 1 inch for the hem, and I just think I'm going to get so much wear out of this. It's so cozy and comfy, and I think it just is a great outfit to pull together with jeans and a jumper for wearing out and about, especially with a coat on top, or pop into people's houses when we can do that and things like that. So that's that make. I did also work on a few things for my husband. So I made him a t-shirt from a self-drafted pattern that I got from one of his t-shirts, and he's getting a lot of wear out of that, and I do plan to make him some more. And also from that pattern I drafted a sweater version, and I've just got to finish that off and add the neckband and just finish off the sleeves and things, and then that will be done. So I did work on a few other things, but I didn't manage to get them finished. So that's why I'm only showing kind of finished things in this video. I still do have lots of sewing plans for Christmas, although I don't know how much I'm going to get done after my operation. Hopefully I will start to have a little bit of energy after a couple of days, and I'll be able to do a couple of hours sewing and then rest over the next week or so in the run up to Christmas. Or at least I hope I do, because otherwise making presents is going to be a bit tricky. I know I should have probably made them before, but school was very, very busy in the last few weeks. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please press a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Goodbye.